Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is energy resources. I am Dr. Prerna, Assistant Professor at AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune. Today's topic is covered under BSc Hospitality Studies, second year, HS 307, Environment Science 1, Chapter 2, Natural Resources. Course outcomes are aim to establish the importance of environmental issues, provide insight on environment management in hospitality industry, understand the benefits of eco-friendly practices to have a sustainable environment in daily operations of hotel. Learning objective of today's session are understand the concept of energy, know about energy resources, know the classification of energy resources. In this video, this is part 1. In this video, we are going to discuss about the concept of energy, what exactly includes under energy resources, and the basic classification of energy resources. In part 2, we are going to discuss about the alternative energy resources and how to conserve the energy resources. So let's start and have a look on energy resources. Dear students, what is energy? The capacity to do work is known as energy. All living creatures on the earth, either it is a plant, an animal, or a microbe, need energy to perform their vital functions. The earth is a vast storehouse of energy. The fossil fuels beneath its surfaces, the wind and water on its surface, the plants growing on it, the sunlight falling upon it, these all are sources of energy. Let's have a look on our energy need. From this picture, we can identify that about 30% of energy is required for domestic uses, 6% of energy required for agriculture purpose, 24% is utilized by transportation, and almost 40% is utilized by industrialization and the different industries. Now we'll see growing energy needs. Energy consumption of a nation is usually considered for its development because almost all the development activities are directly or indirectly depend upon energy. Power generation and energy consumption are crucial to economic development as economy of any nation depend upon availability of the energy resources. These are wide in as per capital energy use of developing and developed nation. With increased speed of development in the developing nations, every needs are also increased. The very original form of energy technology probably was the fire, which produced heat, and the early man used it for cooking and heating purpose. Wind and hydropower also been used. Invention of steam engines replaced the burning of wood by coal, and coal was further replaced by oil. The oil producing has started twisting arms of the developed as well as developing countries by detecting the price of oil and other petroleum products. Energy resources are classified as renewable resources and non-renewable resources of energy. First of all, we'll see what is renewable resources of energy. The resources that can be replenished through rapid natural cycle are known as renewable resources. These resources are able to increase their abundance through reproduction and utilization of simple substances. Examples of renewable resources are plant, crop, forest, and animal who are being replaced from time to time because they have the power of reproducing and maintain life cycle. Some example of renewable resources, though they do not have life cycle but can be recycled, are wood and wood products, pulp products, natural rubber, fibers, example cotton, jute, animal wool, silk and synthetic fiber and leather. In addition to these resources, water and soil are also classified as renewable resources. Solar energy, although have a finite life as a special case, is considered as renewable resources. Wind energy, hydropower energy, geothermal energy, biomass energy, all these are the examples of renewable resources of energy. Let's see what is non-renewable resources of energy. The resources that cannot be replenished through natural process are known as non-renewable resources. These are available in limited amount which cannot be increased. These resources include fossil fuels, petrol, coal, etc. Nuclear energy resources such as uranium, thorium, metal, iron, copper, gold, silver, lead, zinc, etc. All the minerals and salt are considered under non-renewable resources. Once a non-renewable resource is consumed, it is gone forever. Then we have to find a substance or a substitute for it or do without it. Non-renewable resources can further be divided into two categories, that is recycled and non-recyclable. Recycle and non-recyclable resources. Recyclable resources and non-recyclable resources both are comes under non-renewable resources. Let's see what exactly is recyclable resources. These recyclable resources are non-renewable resources which can be collected after they are used and can be recycled. These are mainly the non-energy mineral resources which occur in earth crust. For example, ore of aluminium, copper, mercury, etc. and deposits of fertilizer nutrients. For example, phosphate salts and potassium, and mineral used in their natural state such as asbestos, clay, mica, etc. All these we can say as an recyclable resources from non-renewable resources of energy. Now we'll see the non-recyclable resources from non-renewable resources of energy. These are the non-renewable resources which cannot be recycled in any ways. Example of these are fossil fuels and nuclear energy resources. Example uranium, which provide 90% of our energy requirement. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the non-renewable resources of energy. In that, we'll see fossil fuels. Fossil fuels covered coal, oil, natural gas. Then what exactly the fossil fuel mean? Fossil fuels remain of organisms that lived 200 to 500 million years ago. They are finite in quantity, non-renewable, and formed inside the earth crust through heat and compression of organic matter buried underneath of the earth. We'll discuss from the non-renewable resource of energy, that is coal. Coal you can also name, or you can also, another name of coal is bituminous and lignite anthracite. Coal is used for domestic cooking, industrial heating, and for production of electricity in thermal power plant. About 5% of world coal found in India. States such as Jharkhand, Orissa, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and Maharashtra are the coal states of India. Huge coal deposits left 200 years. Mining and use of coal very harmful to the environment. Because of the coal, it creates air pollution and emission of carbon dioxide, and also increase the respiratory diseases. Next fossil fuel is petroleum. Petroleum includes petrol, diesel, oil, kerosene, etc. USA, USSR, and West Asian region are major oil producing countries in the world. OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, having 70% oil reserves. Alone, Saudi Arabia have 25% of oil reserves, about 1.4 to 2.1 trillion barrels, mostly in the Middle East. Currently, world demand is about 24 billion barrels per year and is rising rapidly. Current new discoveries amount to just 12 billion barrels per year, and this is declining. World oil likely to peak before 2020. Middle East will peak later. Prices for oil, kerosene, petrol are are increasing day by day. Petroleum and its products are the other large sources of energy. In developing countries like India, in spite of enhanced energy production, there is a still shortage in increased demand of energy. In spite of the fact that there is a phenomenal increase in power generating capacity, still there is 30% deplete of about 200 million units. Policymakers are in the process of formulating an energy policy with the objective of ensuring adequate energy supply in minimum cost, achieving self-sufficient energy supplies, and protect environment for adverse impact of utilizing energy resources in individual manner. Now we'll see about the natural gas. Natural gas is a mixture of methane, ethane, propane, and butane. Russia and Kazakhstan having 40% of gas, LPG, propane and butane, and CNG. It is low in cost and produce low pollution. For installation of natural gas, it required pipeline. Energy is a key input in the economical development, and there is a close link between the availability of energy and future growth of the nation. Power generation of energy consumption are crucial for economic development. In India, energy is consumed in variety of forms such as fuel, wood, animal waste, agriculture residue, are the traditional sources of energy. Out of total energy, commercial fuel account for 60%, whereas the balance 40% is coming from non-commercial fuels. Out of the total commercial energy produced in the form of power or electricity, 69% is from coal, 25% from hydel power, 4% is from diesel and gas, 2% is from nuclear power, and less than 1% from non-conventional sources like solar, wind, ocean, biomass, etc. After many years, the non-renewable resources of energy will be finished, and for that we have to depend on the renewable resources and conventional resources of energy. In our next video, we are going to study about the conventional sources of energy and what are renewable resources of energy. In today's session, we have discussed about the concept of energy, classification of energy, and in detail we study about the non-renewable resources of energy. In our next session, we are going to discuss about the renewable resources, their usage, and how to conserve the energy resources. For more details, you can visit the websites and read the books which is mentioned on your screen. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates, and don't forget to attempt the quiz for this session. Thank you so much and see you soon.